Requesting all of you, please open your SPSS window. I am sharing my SPSS window. Now this is the data. So here you can find out these are the variables. Okay. First variable is the professional growth. Second one, new skill. Third one, comfort. Fourth one, enjoy. Fifth one, essential. And next one is the education, gender. And here you can find out the values. If I click it value, then you can find out this is the value I have written. So if it is 1, then it will be male. If the data is 1, then it will be male. If data will be 2, then it will be female. So this is the criteria I have written. Similarly, for the education, I have maintained the categories. So that means initially you have to pre-process the data. Pre-process the data. For pre-processing, it is important to use the descriptive statistics. So if I click the frequencies, now I can get, this is the edu and this is another variable. So I am I select this variable. Again, I am selecting this variable. This is the education. Then I click OK. If I click OK, then I have received, this is the distribution of the data. Male is 24, female is 6. Okay. Therefore, if I want to assess the chi-square between these two groups, maybe the education and the gender, then I must be very much cautious about the frequencies. Okay. For example, these are the two frequencies. This is the category data. And this is again the graduation and the post-graduation. So 9 people are graduate and 21 people, they are the postgraduate. So if I want to analyze the data, then I must be very much careful because this is the table and here you can find out the cross tabs. The descriptive statistics, you can write down the cross tab. So crosstab will be the gender, sorry, I am sharing this screen. So I must be very much careful. That is, if I take it education and another one, this is the column variable. Okay, I must be very much careful about the pattern. So if I click it OK, then I must be very much careful because here you can find out that is the female graduate is 0. Okay. So therefore, you must be very much alert before analysis of your data. That is whether there is any frequency that is 0 and whether the expected frequency is less than 5. So these two things are very important when you want to pre-process the data. This is clear, Vishal, Chara, Monalisha?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is a vital issue. When you want to do the categorical data analysis, then you always think that more number of data should be in the group, the category, because here the frequency is 0. So we must be very much cautious for any interpretation. Now, another thing is the distribution of your data. So this is the total score. So I am writing this total score. And then I have to find out whether the other variables are they correlated with the variable or not. Okay. Therefore, I have to do initially the correlation. Initially, I have to do the descriptive statistics and next the correlation. So before correlation, I have to find out whether there is any outlier or not. If there is any outlier, we should be very conscious. That is whether this outlier is due to the typing error or due to the actual situation. So we must be very much careful about it. Now, another thing is that always you assess minimum, maximum, mean, and the standard deviation. If you find that is your standard deviation is higher than the mean in case of the rating scale, then you please check the data. Before analysis of the data, you have to check that is whether there is any data which is supposed to be outlier. You have to check. So here you will find that the standard deviation that is less than the mean in all cases. Okay. Another thing, here you can find out this comfort. The minimum score is 1 and the maximum score is 5. Therefore, you will find that is the standard deviation is relatively high in comparison with others. Because in other, since it is a 5-point rating scale, 2 to 5 is there. And the mean is within this range. If you find that is the mean is above the range, then you must be very much cautious. That is why the mean is above the range and above the SD. So this is important for pre-processing the data. Now, another thing is that graph. Graph is there, so there is legacy dialog. So in case of the legacy dialog, you will go to the box plot. This box plot is very powerful technique. You will click the simple and summarize of separate variables. Then you click the define. Here define means you can select only this. Because these are the metric data. So you can select this one and then you click the OK. So when you click OK, then yeah. So when you click OK, then you will get the box whisker plot. So here you can find out that is your highest score is 5. Okay. Highest score is 5. In all cases, highest score is 5. And in all cases, except number 3, because here you can find out the outlier. Here the outlier is 14. It is written that 14 is the outlier. So if we go to the data, And if we go to the 14, then possibly I will get that particular case, which has received 1. Okay. And here again we can find out the outlier. And this individual is 20. So based upon this data, I can easily identify, that is, who is the person who received the lowest score. So if I go to the uh, now I am going to the data, that is the number 14 and the number 20. So here is the data set. So if I go to the number 14, now you check that this is the individual, 14 number case, and this individual received 1. Now it is clear. Another is 20, who received 2, the score in both 3, 4, 5. But here the range is like this, that only in case of the 4, this individual is considered as the outlier. This is clear. So what is the advantage? Advantage is that you can find out the specific individual who is the outlier. That is through the box plot. So here you can see, this is your box plot. So box plot presents you the data. This is interesting because case number 20 has received the score in 3, 4, 5, 2. But only in case of the 4, it becomes the outlier. But not in case of the 3 and 5. So if you want to use this data, then you must be very much cautious. That is, whether this data will be used for your analysis or not. And after that, you have to do the correlation. Correlation is very important for checking, that is, whether your data is good or bad. So now I am taking all this data and also this total score. Now I make the correlation. So this is the correlation, and here you can find out that is this is the total score. Okay, and this total score is highly correlated with all the other variables. It is highly correlated with the 4, 5, then 1. And you have to give adequate justification. That is why it is highly correlated. Okay. So if you want to do any multivariate model, which is supposed to do by you, then before that, you have to pre-process your data through the data visualization as well as by the analysis. Now then I am showing the last one. That is the, again, I am showing हाँ शाह आलम भाई, मैं तो ठीक है, आप? अच्छा अच्छा, बताइए। सेकेंड वीक ऑफ अप्रैल, ओके, फॉर स्पेसेस और आर्ट स्टूडियो, ओके, सेकेंड वीक ऑफ अप्रैल, ओके, देन अच्छा, ओके ओके। हाँ, लेकिन अभी मिलेगा और नहीं मिलेगा तो मैं तो मालूम नहीं, देखना पड़ेगा। ओके, आई विल चेक इट एंड इन्फॉर्म यू। हाँ हाँ हाँ, जरूर भी। हाँ, वो तो ठीक ही होगा। ओ, हाँ, अच्छा। Sorry, I get one phone call from one professor. Okay, now again, I am going to this the data. Uh, not the correlation. It will be the descriptive statistics, and there I am click descript. Again, I am getting the correlation. What happened? I forget about it. I can go to the graph. Graph legacy dialog. There is, yeah. So you can get pie chart summary for the separate variables. Because you have some categorical data, therefore you can use the pie chart. You can use the pie chart and then you click the OK. Is it visible pie chart? Hello?
No, sir.
Now it is visible?
Yes, sir.
No?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the pie chart. And based upon the pie chart, you can show your data and you have to click it again. Okay. And after that, there is option. Is it visible option? So in the option, you can write down male or female as you like. In the option, you can write down male. So this is the male. You can keep this data here so that it will be visible to as the male, and this will be as the female. Again, you can go to the option, and by using the option, there is one text box. You click the text box, and there you can write down the female. So this is as per your requirement, you can write down the specific category so that it will be easy for you to write the data. You can change the color also as you like. You can change the color as per your need. And here you can write down the ad title and other things. So all those things are there, you can write down. Now, this is one part. Another part is that if you go to the, then you can click it. You go to the graph, and after that you can click the analyze descriptive statistics, then frequencies is there, and you can take this particular data and you can remove this data, these two data. And then you can click OK. That is another sign, that is charts. You have to click the chart and then the histogram. And after that, the show normal curve on histogram. You have to click this one. Then continue. After that, you click OK. Is it visible? Mona Lisa, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because I cannot understand whether it is visible or not. Now here you can find out, that is whether your data is following the normal distribution or not. This part is vital. If you want to do any parametric statistics, then you have to show, that is whether your data follows the normal distribution or not. Okay. So what are the things you have learned today? That is, before using or before application of bivariate or multivariate statistics, it is important to pre-process the data. So what is the meaning of the pre-process? Pre-process means to find out whether there is any missing data or not. We have demonstrated how to handle the missing data by using mean or by using the regression. And another important part is whether there is any data which is extreme or not. Because if there is any extreme data, your correlation will be affected. Therefore, you have to find out, that is whether there is any extreme data, and if there is any extreme data, whether that data is genuine or it is due to the typing mistake. You have to think both. Okay. And another important issue, if you want to use any regression analysis, then you have to find out whether your data is correlated or not. If your data is not correlated, then you must be very much cautious for using that particular data in your model. If it is correlated and it is significant, then you can use that particular data. Another important thing is that calculating the Cronbach's alpha. How do you calculate? Then you can click the scale. That is the reliability analysis. Shoma, it is visible, reliability?
Yes, sir, visible, but not now.
Okay. So you will go to the analyze. Hello, Bishal, are you here? Okay, so this is the reliability analysis. Then you have to click these items. Only these 5 items, not other. And after that, after selection of these items, you will click OK. And here you have noted that is the Cronbach's alpha is very high. Is Cronbach alpha is visible? It is here. Is it visible? No. Okay, then I am showing you again. Now I think it is visible.
Yes, sir.
It is 0.77. 0.77. That means the correlation is good. Okay. So you can take this total score for your analysis. Okay. So today you have learned finally the reliability statistics also to understand whether your data is reliable or not. And for that is one graph, since it is reliable, you are using the scatter plot. So simple scatter, you click it. Is it visible, scatter plot?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Now it is visible. Shara, it is visible.
No, sir, not yet.
Why not? Now I am writing the instruction. Now it is visible, no? Define. Then you have to find out what will be in the y-axis. And this variable will be the x-axis. So one variable will be the y-axis, another variable will be the x-axis. Then you can click the OK. And when you click OK, then you will see the scatter plot. So this is your scatter plot. This is clear now, scatter plot. So
Yes, sir.
this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. And you have to find out that is how the two sets of data, they are related with each other. Then you double click it. You double click. Yeah. After that, you have to click this data, this particular graph. Okay. And now you can find out that is there are some people, some points are there. For example, this point. They are far away from the base fit line. So this is the base fit line. Now you can click the options. So there are several options are there. You have to find out which option you will follow. Text box is there. If you want to find out the text box, then you can write down anything you want to write down. Okay, now this is the data where you can find out for the x-axis, the score is 2. And for the y-axis, the score is more than 22. And these are the people, 1, 2, 3. So these 3 people, they are on the base fit line. For example, you want to select some person for some job. Then you can select these 2 people. Not this one, but you can take first, call the person or interview this first person, and this will be in the second person. Okay. So in this manner, you can find out that is whether there is any outlier, and this is again, there is far away, this particular data. Like this, you can find out this data also far away from the base fit line. So this is the base fit line. So now I have discussed you many things, particularly for the machine learning. You must be very much careful about the data. If your data is small, then please you do not apply machine learning. If your data is very large, okay, then you can apply the machine learning. So this is tonight discussion. If you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will close the session. Do you have any question?
Sir, is it the recorded one?
Yeah, it is recorded.
Okay. Okay.
So you can follow the record.
Yes, sir.
And I will give some question in the Google Classroom. So please consider it as your assignment. Therefore, it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, thank you, Shoma. Thank you, Shara. Thank you, Mona Lisa. Thank you, Farah. So now I am closing the session.